Hello, hello. I figured I'd share with you guys a workout that I wrote. It's just one single day that we added to a aesthetic or unaesthetic athlete. It's a female who does figure competitions. And this is a workout we gave her for extra shoulder and back work. So she has a full body routine that she does. It's just body weight on this kind of like extra day. And what that does, it helps her burn more calories and be more active. But we wanted to add in some muscular damage to help her with shoulder cap and some upper back detail. So what we have is we have a circuit where she's going to do 2 to 3 minute breaks in between the circuit. The exercises are a dumbbell bent over lateral raise. And she's going to bend over nearly flat to the ground. So where her upper body is almost flat to the ground. She'll do her lateral raises there. Or like bent over, like cut style lateral raises. Then she's going to stand up where her body's slightly tilted forward, more like a 75-degree angle. And she's going to do lateral raises at that angle. Then she does dumbbell front raises. Then she's going to put the dumbbells down and go to a cable seated row with a wide overhand grip. All of those are done kind of like exercise 1, 2, 3, 4 before you would take any break. So before she would take that 2 to 3 minute break. How many sets and reps and stuff is she doing? Is she's going to do 2 sets of 12 to 16 reps with no rest pause. So what that means is she'll be able to do 12 to 16 reps with the weight that she chooses for each exercise without any rests. So she'll be able to get within that window. So maybe for this one she'll pick, 10-pound dumbbells and be able to get 16. With this one she'll pick 12-pound dumbbells but realize her shoulders are fried and only get 12. And then maybe she'll try 10-pound dumbbells. Those will be miserable and she'll only get 12 again. So it's kind of like as long as you're in that range, you're okay. So she's going to do all of those for 2 sets of 12 to 16 reps. And again, it's a 2 to 3 minute rest between those 2 sets. Then she's going to do 2 more sets of 12 to 16 reps with rest pause. So sorry about the dent on my computer screen. So let me see if I can scroll that up where you can read it better. There you go. So she's going to do 2 more sets with rest pause. So she's going to pick, it says here, for the first 2 sets, use a weight that creates good form failure within the listed rep range. On the second 2 sets, move up in weight, or if fatiguing, stay at the same weight. But use a weight that requires you to perform 1 to 2 rest pauses to reach the rep range goal. What a rest pause is you would say you're going for like the 12 to 16 range. You have a weight that's so hard that at like 8, you have to stop. You rest the weight. You breathe for up to 5 to 10 seconds, and then you keep going. So you rest the weight. You pause for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you keep going to try to get to 12 to 16 total reps. So maybe she does 8, takes a mini rest, that rest pause, and then she can get 5 more, and that puts her at 13. That's perfect right in the window. So she's going to do 4 sets total. Each of those sets has that 2 to 3 minute rest in between. So she'll do each exercise, 12 to 16, take a rest. Each exercise, 12 to 16, take a rest. Then she'll adjust the weights to make sure they're really freaking hard and require a rest pause. She'll do all the exercises, take a rest, do all the exercises, and move on. So that's 4 sets. And these are specific to the shoulder cap that we're looking to build on her physique. So this is rear delts, this is kind of middle delt, this is front delt, and delt is a fancy word for shoulders, so deltoids. And then a cable seated row with wide overhand grip works across the upper back. We recently made a video on Instagram and Facebook where you can see the difference between changing wide overhand grip versus like a narrow grip. So check that out on Instagram. Then her improvements per week is to try to just add heavier weight or add extra reps, whatever is needed to increase the stimulus from the previous week. So if the previous week she was at sets of 16 reps, then that means she could probably move up in weight and still be able to make the 12. If she was barely making 12, she wants to keep the same weight and see if she can get 13 reps. Okay? And then we have the exact same structures but different exercises. So she has dumbbell upright rows, which work kind of like your rear delt, mid delt, and a little bit of trap. Upper trap. You have dumbbell standing overhead press, which works your mid delt and front delt, and it also gets some triceps involved, but it's mostly shoulders, especially since they're pre-fatigued from the previous circuit and the upright rows. Her shoulders will be dying before her triceps will, so that'll make it even more of a shoulder exercise than a tricep exercise. Then she has dumbbell lateral raises, and this time she's at a 45-degree angle. So we have her bent over, nearly flat to the ground. We have a 75, and now we have a 45. This just changes the muscular involvement a little bit. So this one is mid-delt, rear delt, and upper traps. This is mid delt and front delt. Then all of a sudden we go to lateral raises with that 45-degree angle that takes the front delt out, and it's back to mid and rear delt. So that's going to give her even more volume on the mid and rear delt, which tend to be lagged behind on most people rather than the front delt, because front delts are involved in most chest presses and overhead presses and any kind of incline press. So most people overtrain the front delt compared to the middle and rear, so that's why out of all these circuits we have extra work in the middle and rear delts compared to the front delt. Then she does lat pull downs again with a wide overhand grip. So what this does, that wide overhand grip works high up under her armpit in her lat, so it won't give her like a gorilla type lat. It'll give her a nice V taper for when she's on stage. So this is for a natural pro, so she looks fantastic. We're just trying to put on some extra kind of bits and pieces onto those muscles. And again, it's the same structure, just to keep it simple for her. So it's 2 sets of 12 to 16 reps with no rest pause, then 2 sets of 12 to 16 reps with rest pause, forcing you to have to rest pause. Okay, so that is one of our workouts that we do, and this is actually not even the full volume that we would normally do for an upper body workout. We would normally have one extra piece down here, but we're just adding this on a 5th day, and she has that full body routine to add to this as well, which is legs, core, shoulders, everything like that, a lot of bracing stuff. So cool little workout if you guys want to try it. If you need this write-up, just shoot me an email at brutalirongym@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you. And you can try this workout and see what you think, okay? So just thought it'd be fun to share. If you're looking for some torture, this is a pretty cool idea.